Hi, my name's Dave, and this is for the DIYer that wants to put carpet in his or her own boat, or just about anything that needs to have the rubber-backed marine grade outdoor carpet. So, first thing I'm going to go over, the differences between the carpet you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's, where you can get the $1.99 per square foot yard carpet. It is an indoor carpet only. It has no rubber backing. It is not water resistant, mildew resistant. So you have to be really careful because that carpet only lasts about a year when you get that stuff. The carpet I'm going to be talking about is actually used by manufacturers, and it's always been designed for the wholesalers to install in boats for the dealerships, that when people come in and need new carpet. This is a professional carpet, and I am actually now selling that on my e-store. But I just wanted to go over it and show you what we do and how we do it to help you kind of get an idea of what you're getting yourself into before you start on this project. All right, first I want to introduce you to Rich. He's a buddy of mine that has done a lot of floors and boats. But we're going to go ahead and get started. There's several ways that you can glue down carpet. You can do it on fiberglass. You can do it on wood. This particular application, we're going to do it on wood because it's easier to show you how to wrap it and staple it. Most of them are like fishing boats, like Lowe's or Alumacrafts, Alumawelds, jet boats. A lot of fishing boats have this vinyl and carpet in them. So right now we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, first thing you want to do is you want to trowel the glue on. And the trowel that we furnish for you is in our kit that you can get on our online store. Has teeth so you can give a nice layer so you don't get too much and you don't get too little. You definitely don't want that to be too much. It's hard to dry, and if it's too little, it won't stick. You definitely need to be in about 70-degree temperature. Once you have the glue down, Rich will show you. He'll lay it on the piece of wood. And if it is like a 4x8 sheet piece of plywood, you're going to have to put the carpet on the wood, not the wood on the carpet. This is just an example. Okay, once he's pushed that down, he's going to turn it over. And he's going to roll it with a roller that I have furnished in our kit. Now he's going to roll it and make sure all the air bubbles are out of that sucker. It's very important that you do this now because once it's dry, you're not going to be able to pull this carpet up very well. This carpet glue is really good for winter, summer. It does not crack. You do not want to use contact cement. You want to definitely use an indoor-outdoor adhesive. We will sell that in the kit also with the roller and the trowel, and that's about all you need. And you just want to make sure you take your time on the rolling because it is very important. You do not want bubbles and you do not want it coming up. So the next step, once you've done rolling it, you need to let this dry at least overnight or at least 2 days in 70-degree temperature. If we turned it over right now and started gluing and stapling the back side, you possibly could get air pockets around these edges. So my suggestion is just leave it sit, don't be impatient, and just take your time. It's worth it at the end because you cannot get this off and you can't replace it once you start. So we're going to go ahead and flip this over. We're just doing this now to show you what we do next. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to staple the carpet down. You can put some glue here. We do not recommend it. It gets all over the place and you really don't need to do that. So what you want to do is you want to stretch it as hard as you can with your hand. Pull, and like I said, the next day the glue will be already tight on the bottom anyway, so it's not going to move. You want to pull this super tight, and you want to use an air stapler. My suggestion is Harbor Freight has staplers, and they're only like 19 bucks. And you can get their galvanized staples there. Steel is okay too because it's going to be under the floor and you're not even going to see them anyway, and they've last 30 years. I've seen lots of boats from the manufacturer using steel staples, so don't be afraid to do that. Just make sure it's somewhere where you don't have to see it. I recommend stapling it about every 1 to 2 inches all the way around if you want to go ahead and show them what you do. So we're going to do the corner right now. He is cutting down to the edge of the corner. Okay, not too far. And then he's going to leave a little bit of lip there so it covers the corner. And then he's also going to cut this corner. Now he's going to pull it really tight. He's going to staple it. The edge, we put a staple right here. We pulled that little trim piece back so we can cover this corner. He's now going to trim this piece off before he finishes this corner. And he only needs to pull it back a little ways, just so he can, you don't want it too thick, even though this is going to be under the boat. One thing I did forget to talk to you about is the wood that we recommend for doing a lot of these projects. CDX plywood is almost just like marine grade plywood, it's just not the price. They inject marine grade plywood with waterproofing stuff. If you really want to get wild, we do Idaho Power here in Idaho. We have not ever sealed any of the CDX, and they last over 15 years. If you do decide you want to water seal them, you can go down and get some wood water sealer before you decide to put the carpet on it. We just haven't had any issues with the CDX plywood. You can get that at Home Depot. Depends on what thickness you have in your boat, but CDX is a good plywood to use. So next step, he's going to pull this over. And then he's going to staple it. And remember, make it super tight. If you don't make it super tight, you're not going to be very happy. So, and all these fuddies will come off. All right, so you pretty much seen how we carpet. Now this is actually, we would do this exactly the same way if we had to replace flooring in like a low fishing boat or a Alumacraft boat or a jet boat of any kind. And thank you. I hope this helped you. Thank you.